Hey guys, so I've just finished working for today and I was thinking about how to approach my next subject, making money from music. I really think that with enough passion and with enough work you can get amazing at doing something exactly like I did. I'm not saying that I'm amazing, but I'm saying that you can learn a new skill that you can use to grow as a person, to start making money, to really live your dreams. Before starting shooting, I took a few notes, and I think that in today's video I want to showcase the roadmap that I took till now, what happened and what decisions did I made so I can get where I am today. Let's get into it because the story is pretty interesting and I think that a lot of you guys have a similar story just like mine. My love for music and my passion for music started when I was a kid. In my childhood, I was really fortunate to have a boombox. I have that thing tattooed on my arm. That was the thing that started this entire passion for music for me. I remember that I was listening to music every single day for hours and hours. I remember that I was really happy when it was time for my parents to get their paycheck, because that was the time when I would go out and buy some bootleg cassette tapes. Back in the days, I was really big into 90s music, into 90s hits collection. For the entirety of my childhood, I was in touch with music, learning with music, I was writing my homework with music. Everything I did was gravitating towards music, and I really enjoyed dancing, having a good time listening to music. Then in high school, I think it was my first contact with trying to make music. I was an artist, trying to sing, trying to rap. I had to go to studios to record, and I witnessed the entire process from recording a song to listening how shitty it is, to mix the song, master it, and trying to release it. At the time, internet wasn't that big in Romania, so we didn't have any type of platform for releasing music. After that, I've started making beats for a few years. If you are a long time subscriber, you already know that this channel was a beat making channel in the beginning. I've started getting a bit more technical about music, knowing about EQs, about compression, knowing about different software that can do different things, knowing about DAWs. Really enjoyed making beats. I still do to this day, but making beats pushed me to mixing. You make the beat, you need the beat to sound good. Because I was really trying to make a career out of it, looking out to other producers. One of my favorite producers of all time is Timbaland. I was looking up to him and I really wanted to make a living from selling beats. Unfortunately, I was working with a friend at the time and things didn't work out, so we went in separate ways, and I ended up moving more towards mixing than towards producing. My first time making money from music was when I started selling the beats that I was making. I was selling beats for like $29. I remember it was a company, My Flash Store or something like that, and people bought from there. And that was my first contact with the business side of things. That's where I knew that I can make some money from music. Things didn't work out when it comes to selling beats, but I sold a few beats, and the artists that purchased those beats asked me if I could mix their song. And that's where the actual mixing story begins. That's where I noticed I can make the shift towards mixing and leave producing, maybe as a hobby or as an additional service. So I sold a couple of beats, I've mixed a couple of tracks. The results were pretty bad, but I got paid, and that was a morale boost for me. And this entire story is over more than 10 years, so don't get it twisted, it didn't happen overnight. Then when I made the shift more towards mixing, I was having a really hard time in finding paying clients. That was a pretty bad time period for me, because working towards something without having any sort of results or anything that you can put your hands on is really discouraging, and I was really having a hard time pushing this dream forward. So I think that was a turning point for me when I decided, instead of chasing multiple clients, not having a steady income, I've decided to lowball myself and work for really cheap, but for a single person that would pay me monthly for unlimited mixing and mastering services. That person was Mark. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he was the first one that really believed in my skill. He was paying me monthly, I think something like $100 or $200, and I thought to myself that this is a really good strategy and that I need to find more people like that. I found a few others that were interested in paying me a monthly fee to mix the track. That's what I did for some time. It wasn't amazing, it was really stressful, but at least I was making some sort of money. It wasn't much, $300 or something like that. For me, this sort of arrangement wasn't working anymore because I was feeling really down, not moving in the right direction. The work volume was pretty large for the amount of money that I was getting. So 3 years ago, I've decided to go all in and start my company. I've decided to really put in the work because before that, I never felt that I was giving 100%. It sucks to feel like that. Work on more YouTube videos so I can get more reach, so people know about me. I can get more customers. That's one of the things that I focused in the beginning. Things really started to change once I started to believe in myself and once I started to put in the actual work. And I want to say to you something, because I was in this trap for a lot of years. I was really thinking about doing so much things to improve my mixes, to improve the lifestyle that I had, to improve, I don't know, everything. And I was really in my head, and instead of actually working towards that goal, I was just thinking it. And that's a pretty nasty trap to be in. I was feeling exhausted. In my head, I was feeling that I am doing something, but unfortunately, I was not doing anything else than thinking and planning. And that's good, but that will not give you any results if you're not putting in the work. Things changed for me when I actually started working, to put in a real effort, work on my craft, to invest real money into buying gear, to invest a lot of time into learning how to mix, to invest a lot of time into branding, into talking to clients. It took me a really long time to understand that running a business is not just based on work. You just have to network, you just have to reach out to people, you just have to be kind. If I have one piece of advice for you today in this video, is that be kind to people, because those are the people that will pay you. Maybe not now, but in the future. Those are the clients that you want to have. I have clients till this day that worked with me 5 years ago. I know that I'm not the best mixing engineer, and I know that they can get better value from someone else that's a bit more expensive, but having that connection with the client really helped my business. In the present, I try and take as many projects as I can. When I feel that I'm overwhelmed, I usually raise my prices, take less and less projects, and now you have the entire roadmap on how I managed to start making money from music. One important thing to know is that this can happen to anyone. If you work, if you have passion, if you love music, if you love mixing, you can really transform this into a lifestyle. You can transform it into a business, and you can make money doing what you love. I'm not special. I don't consider myself as a talent. I don't have any particular skill that is really impressive. I'm not a fast learner, so nothing really special about me, except that I didn't give up. I just worked and worked, and at some point I start believing in my dream, and I'm still here today. I work to achieve my goals. I really believe that I'm just starting out, and I really believe that I need to take this to the next step so that I can help my family, I can help myself a better life with the people I love. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really hope that you can relate to my story. Thanks for the support. You can subscribe, you can like the video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and see you guys probably on Friday. Cheers.